I think you guys know what this video is about, so we're gonna jump right into it. But before we do, I want to apologize for my voice because I did just wake up. I just won't have time in the day to make this video, so I'm trying to do it as early as possible. I feel that I have to be extremely careful with what I say and how I say stuff in this video, because no matter how I say or try to get this point across, I feel that people are going to try to twist what I'm saying, and no matter what, people will form their own ideas about what I'm trying to say in this video. And I would like for you guys to listen to what I'm saying, like really listen to what I'm saying, and I hope you guys understand the point that I am trying to get across. So I get asked about 20 times a day, sometimes more, sometimes it can be 50, sometimes a little less, sometimes it can be 14. Why aren't you playing Revelation online? Where's the Revelation content? Hey Cryy, you overhyped this game, where's Revelation? Some people have even went to messaging other YouTubers and stuff about why I'm not playing, like Uber for example, which I do find a bit ridiculous, because it's like, why are you messaging someone to find out if I'm playing the game? I just don't understand why it's that important. So I'm trying to understand, and I've asked some of the people who have asked me why I'm not playing, and they said, well, it's because you made too many videos, blah blah blah. It bothers me because I hope that people aren't asking this just to find out if I'm playing, and then that's going to influence their decision on whether or not they should play. Because, for example, if I said, no, I'm not playing this game, I fucking hate it, would that person be like, oh, well then I'm going to quit too? Like, I hope that's not the case. And that's another reason why I didn't want to share my opinion or anything. One thing I learned from back when I played Black Desert, and then I made my rant video on the whole pay to win fiasco, which, let's get it over with right now, Black Desert is not pay to win. It did not go pay to win. But me and a bunch of other YouTubers ranted about it because we were sticking up for the community and we did not agree with what Black Desert was going to do. Although when the thing went through, it wasn't that big of a deal. But anyways, us being vocal about it and speaking out about it definitely influenced some of the viewers that watch those videos into whether or not they will continue to play Black Desert, or if they even want to start playing Black Desert. And it hurt the community. And Black Desert never went pay to win. It's a great game. So those videos did more harm to the game than they did good. It raised awareness for what was going to happen, but the company did not listen. And I think it's good that they didn't listen to us because, well, it made the game better. So from that, I have learned that if I am to express my opinion or share my point of view, depending on how I do it in a video, because my videos do average a few thousand views, sometimes a lot, sometimes a few views, but no matter what, it can influence some of the people watching that video. And I do not want to be a part of destroying a game community, because that sucks. So the first thing we have to get out of the way is, am I not playing Revelation because I lost my hype? Some people feel that I overhyped the game and then just stopped playing it. I've never decided to play a game for the views and the money, because if it was about that, I've had so many offers for $200 to $300 to check out a game for one video. That's easy money. And I don't do that because these are games that I just don't give a fuck about, and I don't even want to play. Every once in a while you get a good sponsored game, but for the most part it's a bunch of trash, and I'm not going to cover it just for money. And I'm definitely not going to make 39 videos on a game that I don't enjoy, but just because it gets views, that's not me. So when I started covering Revelation, I had no idea that it would pull the views that it did, because I thought that based off the MMORPG community, most people would say, what is this Chinese generic trash? Because that's the mindset of most of these players. However, my channel was built off of Arcade and Black Desert, and most of the people that play those games have a little inner weeaboo, and so I felt that my core audience would be attracted to this game. It would be the same people watching me now who watched me back then, And to my surprise, Revelation built up a lot of hype. And yes, I'm self-aware that I brought many people to this game, and you guys don't know how good that made me feel. I mean, the company recognized me, so many players were sending me mail and whispers in the game, and people still message me to this day, or they comment like, bro, I'm into this game because of you, and it's amazing, I'm having a good time. That's fucking awesome, and I'm so glad to hear it. So it's not about me overhyping a game and jumping on a bandwagon because it's the next popular thing and then just jumping off, as a lot of content creators and streamers do. It's because I found this Chinese game that I just fucking enjoyed, and I was like, it's easy to make content. I'm enjoying myself, because when I find a game I like and I can make content off of it, it makes it easy to keep up with being a YouTuber. And right now, it fucking sucks for me because I don't have an idea of what video I want to make until the day of, most of the time. And it's been like this for weeks and maybe months, where back when I was playing Revelation, I had so many videos lined up to make that it was like so easy and fun to make content. So yes, right now I am struggling, I'll admit that. Anyways, back on topic, it's not about overhyping shit, so that's out the way. And it's also not about being burnt out, because I played the shit out of China to the point where I decided I didn't want to play much more of beta. Closed beta 1, yes, I played the hell out of it. Me and my guild had so much fun. We were super active. We were learning the ins and outs, but the translations were a problem because the systems that we wanted to learn most about, like the guild, it was impossible to do so. Closed beta 2, I jumped in for like a day or two, but decided that I would not play. And many of my guildies decided the same thing, because a lot of us played China for months and months, and we were like, we just don't want to burn ourselves out. We want a fresh experience. Our Chinese characters are pretty much getting wiped because we won't touch China again. Our CBT characters are getting wiped, so let's just wait until open beta. I can totally understand people not wanting to play betas, and I can understand people still feeling that they can play betas, because some people are just like, well, it's just a learning experience, which is fine. CBT 3 is when the cash shop was introduced, and so many people were telling me about this. So after looking into the cash shop, it's just something that I don't agree with, and it also goes against me wanting to put thousands of hours into this game. So I am not telling you right now that Revelation is pay to win. I'm not saying that, because everyone's definition of pay to win is different, and people need to understand that. If you're watching someone who says that a game is pay to win, don't take that as, oh, it's pay to win, I'm not going to touch it. Why don't you do some more research? Like, don't just ask one person, don't just ask 5. You should try to get screenshots if you're not going to download the game and go into it, or go to a live stream and have someone explain the cash shop and open the cash shop for you. I've talked to at least 100 people so far with in the last 2 weeks who have shared different views on Revelation and why it's an easy game to catch up as a free player, why it's pay to win. People's opinions are different, and you need to form your own. That's another reason that goes with me expressing myself in a video, because it hurts a community. Because if I am to say that a game is a certain way, when people watch that, there are people out there who can't form opinions of their own, and they trust just anything from a YouTuber, and they will take that shit and make it their own opinion. Oh, if he doesn't like it, well then I don't like it. And sometimes they'll share that opinion with their friends who are the same way, and they won't like it. And that's not what I want to happen. So do I find Revelation to be one of the greatest games I've ever played in my life? Yes, I do. And do I still recommend the game? Hell yeah. I recommend the game to anyone who asks, every single day, because it's an open beta, it's free to play, and it doesn't cost a dime. So whether or not it's pay to win in your opinion or definition, it doesn't cost you a dime to play the damn game. So why don't you just give it a try? If you have good download speed and you have the space for it on your hard drive or SSD. Getting to level 30 or 40 takes only a few hours. By then you'll learn a bunch of mechanics, you'll also experience the combat, and you can take a look at the cash shop and decide for yourself. So yes, I don't agree with the direction of the cash shop. That could change. I have no plans of playing Revelation at the moment. That could also change. There's 1,000 reasons that you can argue that the cash shop is not pay to win or pay to progress, and that it's simply convenience. And yes, it is true that a free player can indeed get everything that is on the cash shop, and a free player can catch up. I am aware of this. Another reason that I've decided not to play Revelation is because after ArcAge Fresh Start, I've realized that I just can't be as hardcore as I want in a game. So I was leading a guild and it was going really good. We've remained a top guild since Fresh Start, and we did a lot of content, we did a lot of PvP. I would say we did pretty fucking well in ArcAge, but it's come to a point where I can't be as hardcore as I want to be, otherwise I have to make ArcAge only content. It's so hard to get other first impressions and reviews and different types of content on the channel if I'm no-lifing a game that requires my life like a job. ArcAge requires that 6 hours a day to make gold and use your labor, and I don't have that. I mean, I do have that, but that's not how I want to spend my time. Revelation is a semi-hardcore kind of game where you need to do your dailies and stuff. If you miss out, you kind of miss out on progression. And do I want to get myself into another one of those types of games? As much as I love Revelation, that with other reasons is why I've decided to just not play right now. I don't want to be super casual. I want to be semi-hardcore if I'm going to play, and I realize that I just can't do that at the moment. That could change in the future though, but I'm just being honest with you guys. That's another reason. So do I love Revelation? Do I recommend it? Hell yes. Do I agree with the North American and European version? Not really. Will I play it in the future? Possibly. But I really don't need you guys trying to convince me to play Revelation. It's like back when I lived at my parents' house. I lived there for 18 years, and my father probably cooked the same meal once or twice a week up until I moved out. And if I go back to my parents' house today and my dad cooks something, my mom will be like, hey, why don't you try it? It's so good. And I'm like, do you not think I know? Like, I've had this thing once a week since I was a fucking child, all the way up until I was 18 years old, and my mom will act like I've never had it before. And that's how some of you guys are acting with Revelation. It's like, dude, you should try this game, Cryy. It's really good. Some people will tweet it at me. I can't believe you're not playing, man. This is such a damn good game. I was able to do this. Guys, come on. 39 videos. I have like 40 videos on this game. I think some are on private right now, but I've done my research. I've played it. I've explored the game's ins and outs. I know all about it. I don't need anyone trying to convince me to play. But I do love your passion, and I do appreciate you wanting me to play the game, and I'm so happy to hear that you guys are having fun. This isn't a video defending the game. This isn't a video attacking the game. This is a video saying, please form your own opinions, and it shouldn't matter why I'm playing it or why I'm not playing it, unless you only subscribe to me to watch that video game. If you're only here for Revelation, well then I suggest you unsubscribe, because I can't say when the next Revelation video is coming. But I really hope this puts an end to all the Revelation questions, because it gets a bit frustrating seeing those questions asked on videos that don't relate to it at all, or especially on my live streams when I have to hear it like 40 times. And I'm not trying to offend anyone who has done this on my live streams or videos. I'm just saying that when you see it, you know, so many times a day, I feel like a broken record. So from now on, if somebody asks me this, I'm probably going to just point you at this link. Form your own opinions, do your own research. No, I'm not playing Revelation. I have no plans of playing the game. I think it's still a very good game, one of my favorite games of all time, and I think you should try it out because it's an open beta and it doesn't cost a dime. That's all. I will catch you guys in the next video. See you soon, friends.